The air in Caracas felt heavier than usual, almost as if the sky itself had paused its breathing. Children clung to their mothers. Street vendors closed early. And old radios crackled with whispers that traveled faster than truth. The attack could be tonight, someone murmured. Rukalf said the end is near. No one knew who first said it, but fear doesn't need proof, only an echo. Asterisk in a small apartment on the 7th floor of a worn-out building. 12-year-old Emilio pressed his face against the window, staring at the dim horizon. He wasn't looking for planes or explosions. He was waiting for one thing. His father, asterisk his mother, Anna, moved back and forth in the tiny kitchen, pretending to organize things she had already organized 4 times. Her hands shook. Every time the floor creaked or a voice outside rose too loud, she flinched. Asterisk, Mom, Emilio said softly. Do you think Papa is okay? Asterisk Anna forced a smile, but her voice trembled. Your father has seen harder nights than this one. He'll walk through that door like he always does. Asterisk, but Emilio could see the worry in her eyes. The same worry she tried to hide each time his father, a volunteer medic, went out to help people during crises. Tonight felt different. The whole city felt like a heartbeat waiting to be stopped. Asterisk far away. On the outskirts of Caracas, Emilio's father, Mateo, knelt beside a teenage boy whose leg was bleeding badly. The boy had been injured in a panic stampede when rumors of the attack spread through a crowded market. People tripped, fell, collided. Chaos doesn't wait for proof. Fear makes its own truth. Asterisk Mateo tightened the bandage. You're going to be okay, he whispered. Asterisk the boy looked up at him with glossy eyes. Is it true? He asked. Are they really going to attack us tonight? Asterisk Mateo hesitated. As a medic, he had learned that lies can calm, but truth can heal deeper wounds. Still, what truth could he offer when even the adults didn't know what was real? Asterisk, I don't know, he admitted quietly. But tonight, we take care of each other. That's all we can control. The boy nodded, trembling. Suddenly, the night sky echoed with a distant thunder-like sound. People around them gasped and looked upward. Someone screamed. Others rushed for cover. Asterisk, but it wasn't a missile. It was only a storm rolling in rain clouds that cared little for human fear. Asterisk still. Panic spread faster than raindrops. Asterisk back in the apartment, the power flickered and went out entirely. The room fell into blackness. Emilio's heart jumped. He could hear his mother breathing unevenly beside him. Asterisk he reached for her hand. It's okay, Mama, it's just the light. Asterisk she squeezed back, her voice barely a whisper. Stay close to me, hijo. Asterisk minutes felt like hours. The storm intensified, lightning flashing through the windows like sudden bursts of white fire. Each flash made the shadows around them dance. Asterisk the city was loud in its fear dogs barking, sirens wailing, distant cries echoing through the streets. Asterisk suddenly, a knock hard, desperate pounded on their door. Anafroza, another knock. Luder and Foster, Mama, Emilio whispered. Asterisk stay behind me, she said, though her voice wavered. Asterisk Anna approached the door slowly, her shaking hand reaching for the handle. When she opened it, a soaking wet woman stumbled inside. She clutched a baby to her chest. Asterisk please, the woman cried, please help me. They said the medic lives here. The one who helps everyone. Mateo, is he here? I can't find him. My baby, she's burning with fever. Asterisk Anna didn't hesitate. Fear melted away as she guided the woman inside, lighting a small candle. The baby's tiny body was hot, her breathing shallow. Asterisk Emilio. Get the water boiling, she said, her voice suddenly steady with purpose. Bring me towels. Hurry. Asterisk even in darkness, even in fear, kindness can become a kind of light. Asterisk while they worked, the woman explained between sobs that the hospital lines were too long, the clinics overcrowded, everyone panicking because of the attack rumor. Her husband was stuck miles away, no transport working. Streets blocked with people running in every direction. Asterisk lightning flashed again. Thunder shook the windows. And then the front door opened. Mama, Emilio cried, spinning around. It was Mateo. His clothes were drenched, blood-specked, his face exhausted beyond words. But he was alive. Asterisk Anna nearly collapsed with relief. Thank God, Mateo, thank God. Asterisk the woman rushed toward him. Please, my baby. She's sick, she's burning. Asterisk Mateo nodded immediately, dropping his bag and kneeling beside the infant. He examined her quickly, calmly, despite his shaking hands. The faint candlelight made his tired eyes look even deeper. Asterisk, she needs fluids. She's dehydrated, he murmured. She'll be okay if we act now. Asterisk he guided them through quick steps, improvising with what little they had. Outside, thunder rumbled again, but inside that cramped room, the only sounds that mattered were the soft cries of the child and the steady voice of a father doing the best he could. Asterisk as the baby's fever slowly eased. A strange quiet settled over the room, fragile, sacred.com in the middle of chaos. But peace never lasts long. Around midnight, an explosion echoed across the distant hills. Real this time. The building trembled. Bottles rattled. Emilio grabbed his father's arm. Asterisk Papa, what was that? Asterisk Mateo swallowed hard. I don't know. Maybe a fuel tank. Maybe an accident. Listen, stay inside. Don't panic. Asterisk outside. People screamed and ran again. The storm roared as if competing with the fear inside every human heart. Asterisk hours crawled by. The city stayed awake, terrified, waiting, not knowing if dawn would arrive peacefully or not at all. Asterisk sometime after 3 a.m. The baby finally fell asleep, her fever broken. The woman wept with relief, clutching Mateo's hands. Asterisk, you saved her. God bless you, she whispered. Asterisk Mateo shook his head. We saved her. All of us. Asterisk the storm began to fade, the thunder drifting away. The city remained bruised but unbroken. Asterisk Emilio sat beside the window again, this time resting his cheek against his father's shoulder. Asterisk Papa, he said softly, why do people do this? Why do they say things that scare everyone? Asterisk Mateo took a slow breath. Sometimes, hijo, fear spreads faster than truth, and when fear takes over, people forget they're human. They hurt, they panic, they lose hope. Asterisk, but tonight, Emilio said, you helped so many people. Asterisk Mateo looked at his son with tired but warm eyes. Helping someone is the only way I know to fight fear. Asterisk, just before dawn, the first rays of sunlight stretched across the trembling city. Birds began to chirp cautiously, as if asking permission to sing. Asterisk people stepped outside slowly, surprised to see that the world was still standing. No attack had come. The rumors had been nothing more than words, dangerous words, but words nonetheless. Asterisk, yet something real had happened. Neighbors helped neighbors. Strangers sheltered strangers. Mother fed mother. And a medic saved a child he had never met. As daylight filled the room, the woman hugged Anna tightly and whispered, last night, I thought I would lose my baby. But you people saved us. You reminded me there is still good in this world. Asterisk Anna smiled through silent tears. We're all we have, she replied. In the end, that's enough. Asterisk when the woman and her now sleeping baby finally left, Emilio turned to his father and asked, do you think everything will be okay now? Asterisk Mateo didn't answer right away. He stepped to the window, watching the golden sunlight wash over the battered city. People below were already sweeping streets, reopening shops, sharing food, comforting one another. Life, stubborn and beautiful, refused to give up. Mateo placed a hand on Emilio's shoulder. No matter what happens, he said gently, if we keep choosing kindness even on the worst nights, then yes, everything will be okay. Asterisk Emilio smiled, leaning his head against his father. Asterisk outside, the world continued, bruised but alive. Asterisk, and inside that tiny apartment, where a family had faced fear, loss, strangers, storms, and rumors, something stronger had survived. Asterisk hope, quiet, powerful, and stubbornly human.